Well, hello friends of chemistry. Today's little project is to make soap, and if you read your directions in the lab about making soap, it says you can do it several ways. You could do it with fat, lard, or you could use suet. Now suet, this I got at the grocery store. They charge way too much for it, and 99 cents a pound. Should be free. And my directions say, this is, beef fat. Said 2 ounces of it, and I'm of course using my at-home scale, but I'll give you an idea of how much. That's about that much fat, 2 ounces of fat, and that would be about a half a cup. I would say about a half a cup. Okay, so I'm going to hold it now. Well, the rest of our ingredients get a little bit more interesting. This is Red Devil Lye, drain opener, poison, harmful or fatal if swallowed or misused, causes severe burns to eyes and skin on contact. Keep out of reach of children. So be careful. Won't harm pipes. Powers out kitchen clogs. It's basically sodium hydroxide. Poison, poison, poison. So what I did is measured it carefully before you joined me, and I did it in this container, and it's about a teaspoon and a half. This is very granular. Some of the other products might be more lumpy, but this is kind of like, it looks like salt, but don't mistake it for salt. So this is 4 grams of lye. Now what we're going to do is mix it with some water. So if I dump that in there and mix it around, it should start getting pretty hot. And sometimes you have to use ice cubes. Ooh, it's nice and warm. And now I'm going to just let it sit here and cool for a bit while we go over to the stove. I'm going to walk over to the stove. And we have our fat in this pot. We're going to turn it on. My electric stove. Do not use the microwave. Got that? Okay. I'm going to turn this on. This may take some time, but I want you to get the idea. So what we've done is we've melted our fat, which I'll show you in a second. We've melted that. Actually, when you use actual animal fat, you're going to have to strain it because it is, there's a lot of next what we're going to do, and we've gotten our sodium hydroxide. Don't mistake this for water. So very dangerous. And I should have gloves on, by the way, and I don't. I have a lot of gloves under the sink. I should be using them. Okay, now what we need is 2 ounces of denatured alcohol. And we're using denatured alcohol. That's actually drinking alcohol that's had some bad stuff added to it. So we need 2 ounces of this. And we'll use our little shot glass. And 2 ounces is 1/4 of a cup. So you'll have that ready. And once our fat cools down, we'll be able to add all these ingredients together. Okay, here we have my worthy assistant Roger, who's I'm going to read the directions, and he's going to do it just to show that it can be done. Roger is not a scientist, but he's interested. Now, the directions call for our heated and cool fat to be mixed with the sodium hydroxide solution. He's putting that in now. He tested that the temperature was down to 122 degrees Fahrenheit with his Raytech Mini Temp, and I hope you all have one of those. And then you add 2 ounces that we've measured of ethyl alcohol, denatured alcohol, and now we're going to stir it. So we're stirring it all together. Yes. Now, the important thing about this is do not let your kids use it. Do not think, oh well, I'm going to heat up and I'm going to go check my email or watch TV or have a beer. What you have to do is keep your eye on this the whole time. And what I'll do is go over with my Raytech Mini Temp and check the temperature, just to show you.
It's also starting to.
And it says that it was 106 degrees, whether you can see that or not. Roger said it's starting to coagulate. it's not very hot. It actually has to get fairly hot for it to start to make a reaction. Okay, class, this is reality TV getting inside my pot. And you can see it's getting kind of yucky. We're having some bubbling, and you have to keep stirring it. Otherwise, the reaction is going to start bumping. You don't want bumping. Okay, here we go. This is looking pretty much, we're going to test this out. Just take it this far. This looks kind of crumbly. Moving right along, we're going to, in a separate container, I'm now reduced to paper cups, we're going to add, this is tare, that means it's 12 grams, and you add 2 ounces of water to this, and we'll stir it up. Stir it up, so now we have a nice salty solution here. And what we're going to do is put this in a pot and have this be the basis. Then we're going to add our other mixture to it. Okay, here we are, we're back. This is what you saw on the bottom here. And now it says you put the fat mixture into the salt mixture. So I put my salt water in there. And then I'm putting this in here. And now I'm going to stir and stir and stir and stir and stir. Here. And this is called salting out. And you should get a cake. This is, the purpose of this is to get the soap away from the glycerol, because glycerin is one of the byproducts of what you've made.